Hi, my name is Josh Elsass, and I'm applying to be the morning show host at Townsquare Media. A funny story about myself. As an adult, I allow myself once a year to poop my pants. Obviously on accident, not on purpose. But this all started, unfortunately, after a very embarrassing afternoon. It was my grandfather's, we'll say 80th something birthday, because I can't quite remember exactly how old he was turning, because it was a far more tragic day for me. I had reached the Cheesecake Factory a little bit early, and the Cheesecake Factory in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is set up in a shopping area like most Cheesecake Factories are. So to kill some time, I went into the Spirit Halloween. As a big Halloween person, I love to look around and explore all the new offerings from Spirit Halloween every year, particularly anything that has a pedal that you step on that triggers an animatronic. So on this crispy fall afternoon, I head into the Spirit Halloween and head right towards the animatronic section, and immediately one catches my eye. There's this tower that kind of has like a bird in it, and it looks really cool. It's very well constructed. It's not just made out of, the traditional easy to break type materials. So I go over and I step on the pedal, and all of a sudden this crow comes like lunging out at me, and I take a step backwards, admiring how cool it was that it was on this arm and everything. I did not realize that I had stepped on a second pedal that was behind me. And what had happened behind me was there was a skeleton that was on the ground that also had an arm that reaches out and grabs you. So as I'm reeling backwards from the bird that's lunging at me, I step backwards, trigger the pedal, and all of a sudden I feel somebody grab my ankle. And it was at this point, as an adult, for the first time, I pooped my pants on accident. Now, any normal situation, you would pack up your pride, go home, shower, change, maybe even not get out of bed for the rest of the day, just call it a day. But it was my grandfather's birthday at the Cheesecake Factory, so I had to man up. Luckily, as I stated, we were in a shopping plaza. So I waddle out of the Spirit Halloween and over to the closest clothing store that was around. Unfortunately, it was American Eagle. If you're not familiar with the American Eagle, it is a teenage brand, is probably the best way to put it. And so as I wander in there, I'm really concerned about what type of underwear they're going to have. And two, did I stain my pants? Is this going to be a very expensive day? Luckily, the poop did not seep through, but the underpants, all they had, I would describe them, if I was in male stripper terms, as hot pants. They were skin-tight latex trunks, I guess, is probably the best way to describe it. And they were the only kind of underwear they had. They were sold out. So these pair of latex trunks cost yours truly about 30 doll hairs, which is just an insane price to pay for a pair of underwear, let alone something that I will never wear again and have to deal with a poopy situation. So after I've purchased the underwear, you can't just go into like the changing room of the place that you just bought the underwear and then like slip them out. Like, that's obvious what's going on there, and they don't have a public restroom. In fact, the only public restroom that was open was that of the Goodwill across the street from the American Eagle. This may be the lowest I've ever been as an adult as I waddle into the Goodwill with poop in my pants, go into the Goodwill bathroom, and change my underwear and attempt to clean myself up as best as possible. Eventually, it all comes clean, and as I leave the Goodwill bathroom, I see this little girl and her mother standing outside. They were waiting to go in. And as they entered the Goodwill bathroom, I heard the little girl say, "Mommy, why does it smell so poopy in here?" So I left the Goodwill, found the nearest dumpster, threw away the poop-stained underwear, and then went and celebrated my grandfather's birthday with him. But that is why now I give myself once a year as an adult to accidentally poop myself without feeling bad about myself. So I don't know. I hope that was a funny enough story. But anyway, thank you for considering me for the role, and hope to hear from you soon. Thank you so much.